just like in the state of Michigan, in the Midwest, in the world, if you don't know what you're doing against Steve, you're not going to have a fighting chance against Pocket. So we'll see if Dice is able to work that out.
For those of you that don't know, Pocket is Onin. Changed his tag. I think that was his tag pre-COVID.
Yeah.
And changed it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Onin, insane.
Yeah, very, very good player. He just recently broke his 13 regional win streak or something like that. He's absolutely a regional farmer.
Respectfully, get a job. Let these kids play their game.
Rocking 300 GSP in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, he's
a
Wi-Fi fiend for sure.
and you know what? I can respect it.
For sure.
You got to carve out your niche, and he has definitely done exactly that. But Dice right now is just doing a good job out-scrapping. We've seen Onin doing a lot of that today, just not opting to mine or anything, just kind of taking the wins with the wooden tools, you know what I'm saying? But Dice right now is probably going to make him want to sway from that game plan a little bit, because the F smash is going to punish, and he takes the first stock of the set.
I'm not sure how Falco does in this matchup, but I feel like just having that frame 1 reflector could be a problem for Steve to deal with when you're using that minecart or even the anvil. I feel like a reflected anvil's got to be super scary.
But Falco has that decent down tilt to contest blocks a little bit, and also great combos. Steve can sometimes struggle in disadvantage, and Falco, Dice specifically, really good at keeping you in disadvantage.
And a really good full hop too. So we might see that where he's full hopping over the minecart, or even just these blocks that we're seeing set up. It might not
up tilts.
Yeah,
Falco can kind of get around what Steve sets up pretty effectively. This isn't a method that you see too often due to the relative irrelevance of Falco.
Unless you're in Ohio. We got 8 of them.
Yeah, you guys have quite a few, huh?
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Other than that, though, you don't see many top-level Falcos these days.
Yeah.
Just people out there making moves.
Dice until they holding it down.
Yeah. For the U.S. at least. I'm sure there's some cracked Japanese Falco that we haven't heard of.
Oh, yeah.
A little drag down. Dice finding big damage, trying to tie up the game. Goes for another down air. That would have been nuts.
Yeah, the double down air, definitely respect that. Not going to work out for him, but okay. F smashing through the blocks, though, taking Dice's second stock. I do like the use of the down tilt, like you said. It seems like it's pretty efficient at breaking these stone blocks, but
yeah, Dice is getting a little too lax with the spacing, because that is a thing where if you space it perfectly, you're not going to get punished for it, but Dice didn't see Pocket going for that F smash one too many times, thinking, I'm safe to go for it, and he did just that. The back air, not getting the strong hit, that would have been huge. Tie up the stock count. And Pocket with diamonds, Dice has still been able to scrap pretty well.
The mix-ups that Dice has been doing with the up airs have been crazy. I've been seeing them all day, and I never know when it's actually going to kill. But able to find that back air, and that's definitely going to kill. Very strong move for Falco. Really good out of combos as well. But trying to get something started here.
Dice mixes up that up air super effectively. Because it's one of those things where it just depends which side he hits you on. So you kind of have to guess which way it's going to be. Sometimes you can force him one way or another, but it's really difficult. Down tilt going to break the minecart. Dice takes a little bit of a lead here.
Okay.
Nothing insurmountable for Steve with diamonds, though. The reflector is going to keep him in disadvantage. The forward air keeps Pocket at bay.
Okay, really like this use of forward air for holding down space, just kind of using it, drifting back. Tries to get that drag down there into the other fair.
Now, all of a sudden, Pocket has to be real careful here. Backed up against the wall, very little materials to work with. Dice makes it back with the uppie. He's been doing a good job in disadvantage today. That's something he can sometimes struggle in. 112% now on Pocket. Dice pressuring effectively, but Onin breaks out of it. That's big damage on Dice. And now they're both at kill percent. This could be it, though. A back air, not going to connect. The up air does, though.
But you do have to keep in mind he does have diamond tools, so have to be super careful of that back air as well. Okay, going to see the back throw. Off stage. Ooh, yeah, just catches the neutral get up with that down smash.
Yep. Yeah, Dice playing a very strong game one, though. Looking to plant himself firmly within this game. See, that's the interesting thing here is that Dice doesn't get a lot of Steve practice.
Really?
Yeah.
I figured these guys played all the time.
Not too often, and Steve is largely banned in Michigan at most locals.
Really?
Plus, only doesn't really go to locals.
Yeah.
So Dice doesn't get the most Steve practice because his most frequently attended locals, Steve is either banned or Steve just don't really show up.
Yeah.
So the practice isn't exactly there, especially because Pocket really only attends regionals, and he doesn't really grind at them very much. So
what
Dice
about
doesn't get a lot of Steve practice.
Raymond Noodles?
Raymond Noodles is around, but he doesn't really go to the MSU local or Movement, which are Dice's two main locals. Yeah,
that makes sense. But I mean, for not having matchup experience, he's definitely playing super well here, almost taking that game one, and just doing a really good job of maneuvering around a lot of these hitboxes. It seems like he has a good read on when Onin's going for those side Bs, and able to reflect them back. So definitely something that can catch people off guard. Really good drag downs for seeing as well. Good damage here.
Have been huge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and there's that minecart you were talking about. I think what's throwing off Pocket here is that he can kind of just use that as a get out of jail free card sometimes. But Dice is just shutting that gate right back closed, so you can't get out that easily. With that anvil, you can get him out quite easily.
Yeah, strong kill power there, especially when Steve's still on top of it, or Enderman in this case.
Yeah.
Okay, love that read in.
Oh,
Ooh, big damage here. Is Falco going to be able to make it back?
No,
he is not.
Great ledge guard there from Pocket. Dice whiffed a grab and died for it.
Yeah.
And that one was largely just because Pocket covered the options really well. Dice was an errant air dodge off stage. But there we go, a little flame trap to catch the back air.
Yeah, the Spaceys all have very similar problems where they're very great neutral, but as soon as you get them off stage, it can be very scary, especially when he has to use that Firefox, or Firebird in this case, and yeah, just going to die there. Very quick game there, only a minute and 30 seconds.
It was very precise coverage on that side B for Onin. But, especially Falco's is pretty difficult to contest precisely because if you miss it, you die.
Yeah.
You know, so pretty bold of Onin to run out there with that back air, and it pays off in dividends. And now going into game 3, Dice had a real close game 1. Game 2 wasn't as much close, I guess. Moving into game 3, Dice is going to try and tap into a little bit more game 1 magic.
Yeah, it kind of felt like he was just able to run away with that. It's going to be super important for, I know everybody always says it, but like very important for him to stay on stage if he wants to keep his stock.
Yeah.
Because Onin's just so comfortable out there being able to like place the blocks, great at finding those back airs, anvils too, just really, really scary stuff. But it felt like when we're on stage, Dice is able to maneuver around a lot of the blocks that we're seeing set up. So if he's able to keep that up, would not be surprised if we see a closer set.
Yeah, and Falco obviously can struggle to recover, but as you were saying, Pocket has just been extremely comfortable going for those ledge guards. It has just really kept Dice constantly unsafe off stage, just like this. It can be so hard. He catches a jump, catches a side B. That early up B, I like that. Mixes up that
yeah, a little bounce.
A little bounce. Yeah, we've been seeing Dice early on stream showcase some incredible disadvantage with his timing mix-ups, and I think Pocket is really going to test that metal because he is one of the best players in the world at catching disadvantage habits. You saw him take Big House with a jump read, place a bot, charge an F smash. Pocket is so good at catching those habits, so Dice is going to have to be careful with the way he acts in disadvantage.
Okay, nice up air there. There's that up air that we're talking about where he turned around at the last second. Okay.
Block fails out Pocket just a little bit. There's that grab. Nice tech.
Yeah, okay.
Keeping himself in the action and immediately gets sent back off though. I like the attempt with the air dodge, but now it's going to be rough. With no jump, the uppy does well though. And now that back air is going to take a bit of a lead for Dice. Looks good, feels good.
Yeah, that the full hop, again, very good option here for Falco. Really good in the air, really good at maneuvering around a lot of stuff. So being able to catch that back air is going to be super important.
Speaking of catch, Pocket catching a lot of damage right now.
Ooh.
56%. Yeah, Dice. Pocket's honestly lucky that Dice like just barely couldn't find 2 drag downs in a row. Pocket could have lost the stock by now. And the down air just barely whiffing as well. Dice is putting on great pressure right now. Just slapping Pocket left and right, and the back air is going to send it real far left. Dice, 2-stock lead now in game 3.
And now he basically gets to play at his own pace because Pocket's going to have to catch up.
Dice is doing an immaculate job approaching, just slicing and dicing through all the walls that Pocket's able to clear up. Yeah, no pun intended on that one.
Okay, yeah, just maneuvering around a lot of these ledge traps that we're seeing from Pocket. And that's where we're seeing a lot of early stocks too. But yeah, he's just not letting him back.
Who is this man?
He took a note out of his book.
This is not the same Dice we saw in game 1 and 2. He is moving so precisely. Pocket finally able to catch that roll in with the up smash, but now Dice again, he catches that air dodge, just barely didn't find the up tilt, and now Pocket deep in disadvantage. Dice chasing it for every bit that he can. Now you got an SDI hard away. No, so much damage, all the way up to 32%. You see Dice shaking his head. Ooh, great spy dodge there.
Okay, able to catch the jump out of shield there with up tilt though. Pocket kind of clawing his way back with this.
Wow.
What is that? Anvil? No, what is that called?
Oh, okay. Up smash.
Up
there
smash.
You go, Dice.
Sorry, I'm not well versed in my Minecraft tools.
Yeah, it's okay.
Pickaxe.
The pickaxe.
There we go. We got there.
Man, Dice was playing like a man possessed there. He was playing perfectly. And if he can carry a play style even close to that going into game 4, he might have a good shot bringing this to a game 5. It was really good for Dice.
The way that he was getting back onto stage was so pivotal for him.
And not only that, but he was almost out-scrapping Steve, which is something that you almost never hear.
Yeah, you never see that.
Yeah, and Dice was working around that very effectively. See Pocket thinking about his counter picks. That's what I almost always just run it back, because thinking of stages to counter pick is taxing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, whatever, run it back.
Run it back.
Run it back. No bans, pick a stage.
I like Dice's Falco skin, the pumpkin spice Falco.
Yeah, that pumpkin spice. He was rocking the Dice Spice tag.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know if he still is, actually.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's been his tag for a long time. Sticking to it, I love it.
Oh, yeah. It's a banger tag for sure.
Yeah. We'll see if the Spice is hot enough to take a second game here, as Dice played out of his mind there in game 3.
Okay, that fair just really, or Nair rather, is just a really good approach option when he's able to drift back with it, because even if he hits Onen's shield, it doesn't really feel like Onen has a good punish out of shield.
Pocket expending a little bit of extra iron off stage there, and now he finds himself with very limited resources on stage. Dice, again, just doing a good job running him down. Just a forward air, drag down as well. Big damage now, 50%. Dice has been pretty consistent with those, but now iron, walking you across the stage into a down smash. Steve finds just as much damage. Makes way back with the up B. Again, a great job mixing up his timing with the way he recovers, whether it's a side B or an up B. 82% on Pocket. He's got to be careful here. Up to the back air could kill you by the ledge.
Yeah, I got a little lucky in that situation. Maybe seeing a retreat to the platform. Not going to need it. Able to reverse the situation here. Trying to catch the landing with an up tilt. Not able to find it just yet. Playing super patient, though. I love the way that he's running up and then shielding. Because a lot of the time, Onen is throwing out a move to catch his approach. But Dice just being super patient and just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
See, Dice at this point has Pocket's minecarts so telegraphed. So Pocket either needs to mix up that timing or stop doing them all together, because so far they're doing much more harm than good, as Dice finds another back air. That one's not quite going to kill, but he has the corner pressure. He's been good from here. Forward air doesn't do it, though.
Okay, have to be careful with that side B. Super punishable on shield if you miss it. But that fair gonna kill off the side there. And
that's a town and city kill for sure.
Oh, for sure.
That's not getting anywhere else. Now trying to catch him in the middle of the stage. No drag down, but that's big damage. Has him in the corner. Dice has been doing well from here. And what's been crazy about this is that I think Pocket is extremely good at reversals. He's good at catching people overcommitting. Dice has not done that at all in these last 2 games. And that has really been the biggest difference maker. Let the neutral get up. Call with the down smash. Pocket still with a bit of a deficit, but far from insurmountable. Yeah,
that's the second time that he's been able to get that timing. Really good stuff there to Pocket. But so far, yeah, I feel like the recoveries have been really good from Dice. It's just those very unfortunate situations where it feels like he just defaults to neutral get up that Pocket's just always ready for. Oh, not the double F smash. Okay, but we live in.
Yeah, slide to the left, slide to the right on that second one. Now Dice very patient on ledge yet again. His patience has been immaculate, and now quite a bit of damage. His patience is rewarded. And now, man, Pocket with no mats, just diamonds. He's just got a scrat. This is so difficult to get back from. Dice has to capitalize on this. This is where if you're Dice, you need to take a stock. He has no mats, he has nothing to work with, no cheese, it's just his tools.
Okay, has a little dirt now. Or is that wood? Yeah, a little wood.
A little wood. Dice, though, still working from advantage. Pocket's able to force a scrap situation, though. Dice gonna bounce off that block like a basketball.
Probably better that he didn't tech it, because I feel like Pocket would have been ready for the up smash.
Would have been a little closer. Up tilt up air, not quite gonna do it. That's also a town and city moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm very surprised he did not die to that, but gonna die to that dash attack instead.
Ooh, this could be it though. Off stage now. Dice with the nair, but it clanks with Elytra. That's crazy.
That was very scary. Yeah, I thought that he was gonna die at 0.
Oh man. Now Dice has pocketed 148. He wants to bring this to a game 5 so bad. Dice is very hungry for a win today. There's that F smash. Not going to connect. Pocket's chasing him down so well. That back there, not quite going to take it though.
Yeah, 90% in just a few seconds. It catches the roll behind with the F smash.
Yeah.
And Onen's going to take the set 3-1. Honestly, Dice made some really good adaptations, especially that game 3. Yeah, he looked very upset after game 2. Just like, why is this happening? And then definitely clutched up game 3. But